Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Sky employee. Liverpool could sign elite star after private jet flies to UK. Liverpool fans will be watching for updates on their confirmation of a deal to bring Florian Wirtz to Anfield intensely over the coming days, and a report by a Sky journalist claims that the Bayer Leverkusen star may have already been on his way to completing a move with a medical scheduled. Wirtz's decision to choose Liverpool over Bayern Munich and Manchester City sent shockwaves through the footballing world, and although a deal hasn't quite been agreed between the two clubs just yet, the feeling is that the deal will be closed, which has been fueled by suggestions that Wirtz may have already completed his medical. A report by Sky journalist Nicholas Bieber on Monday morning stated that a medical for Wirtz was imminent, with a private jet being scheduled to travel to Nuremberg, the closest airport to Germany's national team camp, from Manchester Airport later that day. An update on Monday night from Bieber then stated that the jet had landed, with Liverpool's medical team being ready once a deal had been agreed. And, although it was explicitly a suggestion from Bieber, he gave another update on Wednesday morning that a "here we go" on the move could be imminent for the Leverkusen star, with another private jet being scheduled to fly from Nuremberg to Manchester at 8:30 UK time, with the flight landing in the northwest at 10:33, per Flight Radar 24. Wirtz had travelled with the Germany squad to Munich ahead of their game with Portugal in the Nations League on Wednesday evening, and Bieber believes it could well be that a medical was carried out on either Monday or Tuesday, knowing that a deal had eventually been agreed for the elite star. The reporter further stated that there had been no other flights from Manchester to Nuremberg and vice versa for weeks, and with Wirtz's hint that he wouldn't take the number 10 shirt at Anfield, he signed off his tweets by stating that everything lines up. Wirtz could be set to make his 30th Germany cap at the age of just 22 against Portugal, where the winners will face either Spain or France in the final in Munich on Sunday. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is James Pearce drops tantalizing Florian Wirtz update as Liverpool near historic transfer. There is a sense of expectation that Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen will soon settle on a fee for Florian Wirtz, according to James Pearce, while the historic transfer looks unlikely to be the next one done at Anfield, with the Reds also now taking the final steps towards another £42 million deal. The Reds have wasted little time in trying to upgrade their Premier League title-winning squad, with Arne Slot keen to create a dynasty at Anfield. Having only made one concrete addition to his ranks last season, the Liverpool manager, with a hefty transfer war chest at his disposal, is ready to make a serious splash in this summer's window. Having already secured Jeremy Frimpong as a successor to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and with Milos Kerkez also closing in on a move, it has been a somewhat breathless opening to the summer window at Anfield. However, the biggest coup of them all is also now edging closer, with optimism now growing that a final and total agreement will soon be struck for Leverkusen superstar Wirtz. Liverpool have so far seen two offers rejected by the Bundesliga side for the 22-year-old playmaker, but with FSG granting transfer chiefs the green light to raise that bid further, Pearce now expects an agreement to be struck in due course. Speaking on the Athletic podcast Walk On, Pearce stated, David Ornstein reported late last week that a second bid of £109 million went in. It wasn't accepted, but those discussions are ongoing. I sense an expectation from both ends that a compromise will be reached. I think it massively helped Liverpool that Wirtz has made it clear to Liverpool that he wants the move to happen. There was a huge expectation that he'd be going to Bayern Munich. When we reported the interest, the people I'd spoken to said it was about trying to ensure that Liverpool would be at the front of the queue if he was prepared to move outside of Germany. Clearly, Liverpool have done a magnificent job of selling the project to him. An update from Bild also reveals the historic transfer is close, with Wirtz having already agreed terms on a 5-year contract at Anfield and on wages understood to be for around £200,000 a week. They state that the deal could ultimately amount to a sum between €140 and the €150 £118 million to £127 million, demanded by Leverkusen boss Fernando Caro, with the transfer due to shatter the British transfer record, currently set by the £115 million package Chelsea paid Brighton for Moises Caicedo. Bild's report continues that both Liverpool and Leverkusen want to finalise the transfer as quickly as possible under their desired terms. However, it's claimed Leverkusen have the advantage and look well placed to achieve their asking price, rather than the lower terms Liverpool have proposed, as they know FSG's CEO of football, Michael Edwards. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is bye-bye. Great Liverpool player may be set for Serie A move alongside Nunez and Chiesa. A Liverpool player who Mohamed Salah has described as great could make a move to Serie A this summer, according to a new transfer claim. The summer transfer window is expected to be full of ins and out at Anfield, with Jeremy Frimpong also signed and the likes of Milos Kerkez and Florian Wirtz also hopefully joining, too. There will also be plenty of departures at Liverpool, with Trent Alexander-Arnold moving to Real Madrid and a host of other players set to head off to pastures new. Darwin Nunez and Federico Chiesa have been mentioned as targets for Serie A clubs such as Napoli, Juventus and AC Milan, but now Harvey Elliott could also move there. That's according to Football Insider, who report that the 22-year-old is most likely to join a Serie A club if he leaves Liverpool before next season gets underway. The update states that there is a growing likelihood that Elliott will leave the club he grew up supporting, with his style of play better suited to the Italian game. The right time for Elliott to leave Liverpool? It would be sad to see Elliott depart Liverpool this summer, considering how much he loves the club, but it does feel like the right decision for him. Arne Slot has found it hard to offer him regular football, handing him just 2 starts in the Premier League all season, and even they were after the title had been won. Elliott lacks the off-the-ball dynamism of Liverpool's other midfielders to thrive, and while he possesses guile and possession, Slot wants more than that. Sometimes, a player reaches the end of the line at Anfield, and Elliott may ultimately not be quite good enough for this red side, despite Mohamed Salah saying of him. He was injured at the beginning of the season, and when he came back it was tough with the guys in midfield, but I'm happy for him and to always help him. He's a great lad and always tries to give his best, even if it's 5 minutes or 45 minutes today. I'm happy for him. It would be interesting to see Elliott test himself in Serie A, but he is easily at the level required to be a key starter for a lower-ranked Premier League team. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.